I have the audit committee report for FY 23 to the select board.
There was no report for 24 because we never had it.
That's correct.
So I'm going to do a 24.
Okay, I'll give you the 23.
Thank you. Just to get the format and keep it looking somewhat similar.
If you want it as a Word document, that'll be helpful.
The big problem with it was the company changes that happened twice in one audit cycle. The company got bought by one company.
And your Yahoo address is okay?
And then that company got bought by another company. CBiz is currently it. I'm sorry, with VP Walsh. Yahoo.com.
You should get it in the next minute or so.
So the audit company got bought out?
Yeah, the same people, it's the same engagement team, but
Yeah,
they just started putting everything in a format for. I forget the name of the company that bought.
Powers and
Something
Sons,
like that.
Sullivan and Powers.
Yeah, that's Sutherland Power, so same people, they got bought, and then that company got bought 5 minutes later. Right when they came in, like in September, I think, so then they had to reformat everything again,
CBiz is buying everyone.
and then CBiz.
now does the contract that it's limited for so many years? Because it's a new company name, or is it just the people?
I don't know about that, but I know that CBiz did freeze things, I think through 26.
Or
Candace, what was the question? Maybe I can help.
No, so you can engage the same firm for so many years.
Right.
And because they changed names, does that mean it's a new company and they're now?
oh, reset the clock on like the like, well, it wasn't RFP, but I think we had to. I thought.
They assumed all the terms and conditions of the existing company. And so it just transitioned over. So we're on a 1-year extension. We actually have 2 years available for optional extensions, and so we're on the first one.
I thought it
Okay.
was too, okay, good.
Hi, Karen. Hello,
Hi,
Karen.
everybody.
Al,
How are you? How are you?
Karen, it looks like you haven't moved in a year.
She's been sitting there.
You've been sitting there
this
waiting
to
for us to
happen.
reconvene all this time? Wow.
Seriously, nothing changes. That's a good thing sometimes, right?
Except you're bouncing around everywhere right now.
Sorry, Vinny. I'll try to
There you
do
go.
better. I'll try to stabilize myself here.
all right, I think we got a quorum, so pursuant to chapter 2 of the Acts of 2023 and as amended as of March 2028. 2025, this meeting will be conducted in, hold on, I gotta move my cursor so I can get the whole thing, conducted in person and via remote means.
What's that?
In accordance with applicable law, every effort will be made to ensure the public can adequately assess the proceedings to the best of our technical abilities. And despite our best efforts due to the lack of technical infrastructure, a transcript or other comprehensive recording of the proceedings will be available as soon as possible after the meeting. Call this meeting to order. All right, so first order of business is, I think we need to elect roles, so chair, vice chair, and secretary.
Are you okay with continuing for 1 more year?
That's the pleasure of the committee, I would.
Nominate Alex.
I second that.
All right, all those in favor?
I,
Thank you for your confidence. All right, vice chair,
Who was our previous vice chair?
friend Frank.
I nominate Frank.
I second.
Me too.
Any further discussion? All those in favor?
I,
Hi.
All right. All right, secretary.
I'm keeping my hand down and I'm not gonna do it for this year.
And I'm getting my other knee operated on in January, so I'm out for like 4 weeks in January, so I'm not a good choice either.
Who's not here?
Terrible note taker.
Gotta be the new guy, whoever's the new guy, they're the ones, right?
We do have an open role and there are two, and that's further down in the agenda is, there are two people in the talent bank, and I sort of want to talk about, I don't want too far ahead, but I do want to talk about a process where we all sort of like, I don't know if we bring them in and we ask them, what we do sort of an interview thing, but like, I'd like to make it a little more formal, because historically, we've had one open role and one, either 0 talent bank forms or
Right.
1 talent bank form, so it made it very easy. So this is sort of the first time in all of my years that there's actually one open spot and we have a couple of people interested. So-
Where's the moderator in this?
What's that? He is looking for a recommendation from us.
Okay.
You have the talent forms available?
I do, I can send those, I will send those out to the group.
That'd be great.
Well, I think interviewing them is a fine idea, but if you have a preference,
I don't, I think they're both bring different skill sets to.
what do we need?
Yeah, I mean, in all honesty, I do miss Jim's legal mind.
Yeah.
For a lot of things,
And experience.
absolutely,
Yeah.
and I don't think. I don't know if either one of them is a lawyer.
I think.
Is he a lawyer? I know he's a
Yeah, he's
CPA.
an attorney.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there is one that is an attorney. Works sort of in accounting and in sort of tax compliance, so.
Do any of them have municipal government experience on any other boards?
Nah, well, I believe one is a longer time resident who probably, I'd have to go back and look at his talent bank form, but I think he does have some committee experience. I don't think, I don't think anyone has been on fiscal or finance, things like that, but I think, and I'll have to go back and look, but I think there was some, maybe a historic board or something like that. So I can shoot around the talent bank forms and, see if those guys can join us for a meeting.
That'd be
Is there, I could search all of the forms in some easy way? Are they in a database or?
Oh, the talent bank forms?
Yeah.
I just get them in PDF. So cause I think some of them are handwritten and then just sort of scanned in and sent there. I don't know, I sort of forgot what the talent bank form looked like, but it's.
I just filled them out the other day, and it has like one little section that says.
And you check your check boxes, right?
Yeah, you check box, and it really is not like a resume.
Yes, yeah.
It's like a couple of sentences about why you wanna be on this.
Right, so.
I have to go with that, like, two, I think I'm gonna go with it.
Oh, yeah, there's definitely, I forget who was.
I might be the
Okay,
outlier.
okay.
I think
I
I got
usually I haven't gotten a note, I usually get a note from the clerk. If people haven't gone and sworn themselves back in and done that, but, so I haven't heard that yet, so I was sort of assuming everyone was okay, but,
I don't think I.
okay, all right. Yeah,
I'll take care of it.
All right, so I guess, just circling back, are we gonna hold off secretary until maybe we have a new person?
Well.
And you
does-
know what, I would step up because it's been a few years, but I mean, I think it is very helpful for new members coming on, in all honesty, because you are at meetings, you are taking the notes, you are keeping the record. So if
Yeah.
someone would be willing to do it, I think it's a good learning experience, but I would
Yeah.
also, in the same token, split it with somebody else, because I want to be fair and equitable. I did it for years and I know what a burden it is, so I completely understand. I shouldn't say burden, that's not fair, it's not a burden, but it is a commitment. So
I do
we'll
think
see who
too,
comes on.
with the, we're recording all of our meetings now. And we can post those, so I do think our meetings can get, our minutes can be at a little bit higher level.
That's what I'm thinking.
So that, I mean, that's also
AI note takers.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
AI note taker.
yeah, does Zoom have a?
Yeah, I have one.
They do.
Oh, all right, let's figure that out.
Yeah.
Boy,
I can
that'd
do
be
that.
great.
Do that.
Yeah. If there's a shortcut, I can get around.
All right, help me figure that out.
So can we nominate you as a
Yeah, I'll be
virtual
the
secretary?
virtual secretary. I'll have to do that.
Perfect.
Actually, I just thought of that. I'll be the secretary.
Perfect.
I second that.
All right, all those in favor?
Aye.
All right, that was easy. I'll put Andrew/AI.
Yes. It's called Notion.
Oh, cool. All right, so our second thing we've already sort of talked about, so I will forward, talent bank forms to folks, and I think, you know, what I wanna do is bring them in. I would like to have. So I guess, do we bring them in separately, or do we bring them in together? Do we wanna like? Sort of interview, have questions ready and,
Oh, what did you do, like, do one at 6 o'clock and one at 6:20.
that's what I'm wondering,
You know,
Conservation did it separately.
separately, yeah,
yeah,
probably makes sense,
same evening,
yeah, same evening, just,
preferably the next meeting,
yes,
and
Yeah.
then just different time
Yeah.
slots.
okay. Alright, so, alright, I'll. Let me just I'll check with their schedules. I'll send out the talent bank forms, and then if we can just sort of maybe. Think through, I just wanna have a set of, we don't have to be super extensive, but I'd love to have like 5 to 7 questions. That we ask them the same questions and see what we got.
And if they can't make Wednesdays, then our decision's
This is,
made.
yeah, it becomes a lot easier. I mean, that's the other thing too, is like, I'm gonna send them our sort of schedule.
Right.
For the year and say. Part of joining this committee is being able to join these things, preferably in person, but there is a remote option if people are traveling.
Do you wanna go around and have everybody suggest a question now? I can do one.
Let's just get an email thread going.
Okay.
And cause I think that's probably the easiest thing, and we'll, I don't think I have,
You have your question.
yeah.
You finished your homework.
I'll start the email.
Write myself notes, sorry.
Do we have an email code in the town's stuff where we just make sure everybody's on the list? Make sure everybody's on the list.
Oh,
I'll start the email.
oh, okay, yeah, I have like a, in my Hotmail, I just have a. I have a.
Send it to me and I'll
Yeah.
forward it with.
Perfect.
Questions.
Yeah. So I think, did everyone get my Word document that has our meeting schedule?
Yes.
Okay, so. That was, the presentation schedule was something, Mary worked on. With the departments, but if there's, and it seemed to make sense for the most part for me, I don't know if people had. Thoughts or comments, or there are things we wanted to shift around.
Well, I wanna volunteer for the Council on Aging. The town accountant. Municipal Services and Community Preservation, CPC, those 5, I'm already on IT. start an interaction with Mike, we'll see if he responds. But I may be usurping other people's interests as well, so, if there's anybody who prefers to do it, I can always.
I was just gonna walk through, I just had a listing of departments, so I was gonna go like one by one, kind of, we can assign and we can. So the first one is sort of treasurer collector.
You're doing something interesting.
Does anyone have any interest in,
You have Vinnie down for that.
is that from last year?
Well, that's what was on the list of the.
Oh, yeah, so,
This is Mary.
okay, yeah, so that was, yeah, I think Mary had sort of rolled forward last year's department liaisons.
Yeah,
Did-
if I could just jump in real quick on the treasure collector one. So you guys have a meeting scheduled for next week.
Yeah,
And we have a couple of departments and it's a pretty compressed time frame, and I don't know if everybody's going to be able to get to see their departments before you have your first meeting and they come before you. With respect to the treasurer collector, there is probably not going to be a formal request coming forward for FY27, but we do want to get I do want Corey to get in front of you guys to just talk about what it is that she's looking for. It'll, and we're looking for kiosks for outside in order for people to have self-service point of sale. So she's just going to give you an update on what it is that we're looking for. So Frank, the reason I jumped in is just because you may not have an opportunity to meet with the treasurer before the next meeting, but I did talk with her yesterday. She is going to meet with you guys next week and just give you a rundown on that.
so yeah, if there's no request, then we can,
Yeah.
we don't really need a liaison.
And the same thing with the town accountant. So we have a placeholder out there for financial software, but it's not a request for FY27. So the town accountant's not going to come before you this year.
Gosh, you did all my
And so-
work.
I know. Well, so the reason I'm saying that is so you guys could give Frank some other ones.
Okay. Alright. I guess, alright. I guess, Vinny, do you wanna just oversee that department in case they have any questions
Sure.
later on? Okay,
Is that just treasurer collector?
treasurer collector, yeah.
The accountant is on that list too.
Well, I think I have, do I have accountant? I have town accountant further down on my list.
On your list.
Yeah. I was just sort of, I essentially just cut and pasted our department meetings. I was just sort of going straight down the,
Down this list,
Yeah,
your list,
yeah.
yeah.
Oh, your list, okay.
Alright, so planning board,
Nobody is.
Oh, that-
You've
yeah.
been, okay.
Well, before everybody grabs things, let me just say that. On December 3rd, which is, I think. A lot of what I did last year,
okay,
I,
which is, okay, so that's facilities and DPW.
yeah.
Yeah.
God willing, I'm gonna be on a plane to a nice warm place.
Oh. You got space?
So, it's the, last hurrah before there's no need,
Got it.
right? So, and that's a big, so that's all December 3rd.
Alright, so okay, so let's jump with that, so, and those are big departments, so it's facilities and DPW. And
Right.
did you do both of those last year?
I did.
Okay. So, is anyone willing to take? Over facilities? I would say, let's try to maybe split them up. And maybe.
I had facilities last year.
Yeah. Karen, yeah,
What was that?
Karen did facilities.
Oh, okay,
And Beth did DPW.
Yeah.
okay, alright, for some reason I thought you had both. Okay,
And I don't mind doing facilities again, if that is what you want.
anyone have a burning desire for facilities? Alright, sold.
Yeah,
Oh, Hey, Elaine.
Sorry I'm late.
No worries. We are just going through, just to bring you up to speed, Ling, we have an open seat in the committee, and we have, two people who have expressed interest through a talent bank form. So, I'm gonna shoot the talent bank forms out to everyone. We're gonna try to bring those folks in at hopefully our next meeting, if not the following meeting. And do a little bit of an interview with them. So I'll be circulating an email to collect interview questions that will ask both candidates. And I'll reach out to them, see if the schedule works, and, well, I guess overall, see if they can. If Wednesday nights generally work for them and they can attend, the majority, hopefully all of our upcoming meetings. Will be, I think, the first cut, so. All right, we
Alex?
did, yeah.
Can I jump in? I don't think I got an email from you with that schedule.
Oh, okay.
Was that today?
I'm trying to think, let me see when
It's back a little bit.
yeah, it went.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Maybe
you
2
know,
weeks.
within
No, you keep doing what
Yeah,
you're
probably
doing.
about 2 weeks
I'll look,
ago.
I'll keep searching.
Right, 2 weeks.
Yeah, I think it was 10/21.
Okay. I'll find it. Keep on going. I'm sorry to interrupt.
No worries.
but it was also attached to your October 22nd, the meeting schedule.
Yeah.
Got it.
I think in the past, Adam had done the fire and police and harbor master. I know that he's not on the committee anymore.
Yep.
And since I am not, the timing doesn't work for me on the
DPW,
DPW,
Yep.
so I can do our,
safety,
yeah, I'll do safety.
that works for me. Anyone?
Is that okay with everybody?
That's wonderful.
They're usually super well prepared and. So I'm just, Mary, I have to get myself into, the system with all of the data, so if I struggle with that, I might just reach out to you, maybe somebody can, I know that you don't really have a staff.
That's true.
I understand that, but, just so I wanna get all that data, so then I can call the, the chiefs and set up some time to.
Yeah,
chiefs
and
and
I'll spend some time sort of downloading our normal schedule and try to create, our listing of all the capital stuff for the current year and by department, so that there'll be.
Click had
Yeah.
the new report that.
Yeah, I think Frank is that the one you used, Frank?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Mary was gonna.
Can I
Yeah,
just ask a quick question? So I did send out the invitations from the ClearGov product a few weeks ago. Did everybody receive that?
Yep,
Yes.
it's easy to log in.
Yeah, I haven't even done it yet, but I have it started, double started, must go do this.
Yeah.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure that everybody got it because I do know you have some new members. I believe I set everybody up, but I have had some typos that I've had to fix. So if you did not receive an invitation from ClearGov, then it doesn't come under my name. It comes from ClearGov and it has a link in it. And if you click the link, that will let you log in and reset your password. But if anyone's having any trouble, certainly feel free to reach out to me and we can triage getting you guys access to the system.
All right.
But additionally, before, I think there's a canned report already that can.
Can do what we
Yep.
normally.
If you want me to share my screen, I can just quickly look at it if that would help. If not, we can.
Sure,
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Okay, all right. So I'm gonna. What's showing on my screen? Is it this right here?
We got your main ClearGov web browser.
And it says, good evening, Mary.
It says, oh, okay, hang on, I gotta get this panel out of the way. Yes, okay, all right, fantastic. So over here on the left-hand navigation panel, there's an option here for capital budgeting. And you're gonna choose the FY 27 capital budget. And if you want to look at individual, either the list of the requests or look at individual requests, you're gonna go into the request manager. Let me get my filter. I'm using a filter here. Okay, so the list should look like this that have been entered by all of the departments. You can click on these column headers to sort the data. So you can sort it by the request title, or more appropriately, you'll probably want to sort it by department so that you can see all of the requests for individual departments listed here. And then these are all clickable links, that the request title. So when you go ahead and click on that link, it'll drill you into the details that have been entered by the department heads who are making the request. There are oftentimes supplemental attachments that you can view, typically PDF documents or pictures that will help to support the request. And if you keep scrolling down, you'll see what the funding ask is for the individual items, as well as a description. In order to get reports out of the system, the one that I typically use, so we'll go over to the reports tab. And the one that I typically use is this one here called the department report. And if I click on the department report, the data that appears on your screen will be the data that will appear in your report. So if you wanted to customize the columns, you could certainly do that. And then you just need to click the export button right over here. And you have options to either export to a comma separated value file, Excel, or a PDF. I typically do Excel, and it goes to your download queue. And it popped up over here, so it looks like this.
Yeah.
So you can download a lot of stuff that's
Yeah.
just.
Okay.
But
And
we should.
Yeah.
it will group it by department with the individual requests, and then the FY, there's a 5-year lookout period that we're including, but FY 27 is obviously the year that we are evaluating for funding for the Springtown meeting.
Yeah.
Okay. Are there any questions on that?
That was great.
I just couple questions, quick, Mary.
Yep.
Are all department budgets in now?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm going to say that with a qualifier. Yes, all of the department heads have been given multiple deadlines. They
Okay.
should all be in. I've stopped seeing the flurry of notifications for new capital items. So yes, they should be in. The department
Okay.
heads may still be tweaking some of the descriptions or adding additional information for you folks. The one thing I did notice is when department heads enter a request, they have to go through and complete all of the various panels. And then they have to submit them in order to lock it for review at the next stage in the workflow. There's a handful of them that are still pending submission. So I will follow up with the department heads who have those items that are pending submission. I'll follow up with them tomorrow to make sure that everything is in a submitted status so that when you do the export, everything will appear.
Perfect. And I guess what process are you and Rainey going through? Are you guys gonna sort of take a first pass and look at, make sure like there's enough of an explanation, there's enough supporting documentation, that type of stuff, or like what's your process with the department heads in terms of capital?
So when we met with the department heads to review their operating budget, we also had them provide us with an overview of their capital requests so we could understand what was coming. But at that time, they were focused on entering just their operating budget. So they were still entering their capital. So because everybody just finished entering their capital last week, Rainey and I will be reviewing the data in tandem or simultaneously with your group right now.
Okay.
Hopefully we'll get through it, it will get through it a little faster than you guys may over the course of the coming weeks. And as there are edits that are needed, we'll work directly with the department heads to do that.
Okay, perfect.
Mary, at what stage did the departments provide their priorities? Is that done? Is that a part of the ClearGov listing?
So the departments have not ranked them in ClearGov, but they will, when you meet with them, they will be discussing with you what their priorities are.
Okay.
And then you guys typically, or what I've observed, your typical process is, you go through and meet with the various departments to hear their requests, and then you guys understand what the departmental individual priorities are, but then you take a step back and sort of prioritize overall from the complete list.
Okay. All right, so think back to assigning department roles, or liaisons. And we were on DPW, which is a lot. Because that's, and we can break it up if we want to, but there's an admin layer, vehicle, maintenance, safety, transfer station. Central building, land and natural, cemeteries and animal control.
You list water separately?
Waters, yeah, separate with Mark, yeah.
So did we decide, is Candy gonna do schools?
I did it last year, so I'd rather do something different.
Okay.
I did schools and water and sewer and some of the DPW, so.
The only thing is that we have to keep Andrew out of schools. His wife's on the school board.
Oh,
So.
I have a previous arrest.
Doesn't pass the Cory check.
Yeah.
Just a joke. All right,
I'll take some of DPW, I don't want the whole ball.
Yeah, I can take some of it too.
okay.
And I'll do water.
You
and
can
sewer.
assign me whatever you want, it doesn't have to. But Frank can pick some and I'll take the rest.
Yeah, 'cause that is 2 people, it's a lot of departments.
yeah, it isn't get complicated.
Well, yeah, and I guess there's also, do we know why, Mary, municipal services is broken out separately from DPW?
Municipal services is not DPW, that's the building inspectional,
Oh,
services
got it,
division.
okay, all right, all right, I wasn't recognizing, got it,
Okay.
Okay.
So all departments in DPW admin, L&R cemeteries, animal control.
Central,
Natural resources. cemetery.
L&R, right, land and natural resources, and animal control.
yeah, so I mean, animal,
Highway,
yeah, where's?
so highway and, um,
Well,
L&R are the big ones.
Yeah,
So DPW has the admin, vehicles, land and natural resources, transfer station. Buildings, fuel depot, cemetery,
and I think I think
I can take highway and land and natural resources, those two,
okay,
that's a big hunk.
I can take the rest.
That actually, I need to know too, when do you have them scheduled to come in? The reason why I'm asking is I'm out of the country for 10 days at the end of November, coming back on the 1st of December, so I don't want anything before that.
December
December
3rd.
third.
Starts on December 3rd. It's all on December 3rd.
You're gonna get school.
Well,
I won't discuss.
all right, well, I'll do what Vinny just volunteered for. So the land and natural resources. And
I mean, I probably have time to meet with them before I leave, I have most of them the month of November, it's here.
Yeah.
If the requests are in, I'll stick with those two, but I just,
I can do the others.
if something pops while I'm away, I won't have any.
Yeah,
I
that's,
put fuel in that too, because you're talking mostly about vehicles in the two.
Right, so highway, land and natural uses in the fuel depot.
That's it. No, I'll do animal control, cemeteries, admin. And transfer station.
So I'm taking myself out of the schools. That's,
And if anything else pops up, I can try to fill in.
IT,
I was on the list last year to do that, that may be your favorite area.
yeah, I mean, I'll sort of fill in. I could take IT. I can put mine again.
If you need help with that, Alex, I can jump in there too.
Perfect. All right, schools.
Schools are hard.
Schools are.
Because they really don't,
I've done,
It's a
I
lot
did
of time.
schools for years.
they don't really get their act together until late November.
Well, no, their requests,
They're done.
they're
They're
done.
done, really?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes, they are.
They're done. It is,
Because they're requesting a lot.
yes.
and a lot of it, some of it fits into IT, which should be
Yeah,
brought up.
There's going to be a lot of overlap, because the IT department, Mike Woodford, and the facilities department, Katie St. Clair.
Yeah.
When the capital requests are entered, a lot of the school department requests will fall into IT and or facilities.
Yeah.
And so Mike and Katie have entered a set of requests on behalf of their department for schools and for town. There's going to be a lot of overlap. The school department on October 8th, I believe it was, the superintendent has already presented all of the school's capital requests to the school committee. So there's a recording of that meeting that's already out there and available, as well as a slide deck with a list of their capital. The information has also been entered into ClearGov, but so when school department comes before you, three folks are going to be there to present: the superintendent, Mike Woodford, and Katie, to encompass all of the school department's all of the school department's capital requests.
And that their slide deck is on their website.
Yeah, I can email it out. I have a
Yeah.
copy of it.
Okay.
What
Okay.
was the October date, Mary, what October
I
date?
think it was the
that?
It
8th.
was October 8th.
I think it was the 8th.
Okay.
Yeah. Hey Karen, since you're doing facilities and I'm gonna do IT, do you wanna tag team the schools with me
Yeah.
if the majority of it's overlapping?
Yeah, I think that's a great idea. I was gonna chime in and say that if I'm already on facilities,
Yeah.
I can jump in on schools too.
Motion Karen. Beth, or-
Alright, so I think we're down to council on aging.
I'll do that. And with others, I don't think that's.
It's very, it's just.
Oh, no,
Yeah,
I'm sorry,
Painting.
yeah.
sorry, Frank.
It's coming up. Thank you. So is that Candy Frank?
Is that me or Frank? It can be, or the board.
Or,
It's only 2 painting requests for council of aging. It's rather trivial. I'm happy to do it.
Okay. Well, you're doing DPW.
alright, library,
I'll do that.
alright, recreation, I'll take that one. Alright. Alright, PEG access,
There shouldn't be any capital for that.
That's good, because I can never understand it.
it's fun, we all pay into and we buy AV stuff with it every once in a while. Alright, town account we don't need, right?
Correct.
Alright, so
Municipal
then
services.
municipal services,
I think so.
That
I
was
don't-
me.
Do,
Yeah.
do they have capital? Let me look real quick. I don't know that they have any requests in here. Hang on.
In that too, what I want to.
41.
Send them to the water.
I don't see any in here for municipal services. It wasn't ringing a bell, yeah.
Alright, I'll just make sure so this listing I based off of the meeting listing, and I'll just double check to see, once I download the info from ClearGov with requests, I'll just make sure I'm not missing any departments.
Okay,
Um,
well, water and sewer, I'll think.
yes, yeah, already put you down.
So- There's something on that coastal resiliency.
So,
Yeah.
is there a request?
Yeah, so the the town planner is scheduled to come before you. I believe he's next week as well.
Yeah.
And he is going to, I asked him to talk with you guys about a couple of projects that are currently being proposed. And one of them has to do with coastal resiliency, some work down at Snug Harbor. And in the interest of wanting to make sure that we're informing everybody about, all of the different things that are happening in town, I had asked him to come before you guys and give you an overview.
Okay, so that'll be like, it's coastal resiliency, but it's under sort of the planning board.
He would be the point of contact in town hall. He would be the liaison. So yeah.
Perfect.
Well, is it Lenore White or is it Heinz who's gonna do Is it-
Matt Hines.
So is he officially our new planner?
He is, yeah.
Oh, nice, when did he start?
He started, I want to say, maybe a month and a half ago.
Oh, perfect, love that.
I honestly, the exact date is escaping me. I apologize.
No worries,
it's a couple months ago?
perfect.
Couple months, yeah.
It's nice to have a planner again. All right,
That's a pretty extensive agenda, actually.
So in ClearGov, when the schools are asking for IT equipment, is that listed under IT or schools?
It should be listed with that's a good question. Hang on one second. Because last year we had it listed under school. I just want to make sure that we are doing the same thing.
if I remember correctly, it was under the department it was going to, but the requester might be like the IT director, or
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think that.
so it's
So-
under the IT department, under Department 155, because Mike entered them, but the prefix on all of them is called school tech.
Okay.
So the school tech is under IT, not under schools.
Correct.
Yeah, we need.
That's who you wanna
I would-
talk to, isn't it?
Is Mike, yeah.
Got it.
Yeah, but. Yeah, I would. And maybe we can, this doesn't have to be a this year thing, but my preference would be. It should be listed under the department that's benefiting from it. Unless it's, sort of general. Like,
Yeah, we
Just
can, whatever's easiest, however we want to utilize this tool, we're happy to make modifications. So
Okay.
as you're gonna see a much longer list of capital requests this year. The departments have done a really good job of really analyzing what their needs are and trying to build out a 5-year capital program. So you're gonna see a lot more volume of data. And as you start to work with it, if you have suggestions on how it would work better for you, we're happy to certainly take those under advisement and see what we can accommodate.
I guess who would determine their priorities, the department benefiting? Right.
yeah, I would think so.
Yeah.
Right.
IT would be, I think IT and facility, I mean, we're gonna have this. Yin and yang a little bit because it's. I would think we would wanna talk to Mike about the overall. sort of security of the network and security of data.
Mhm.
But the schools might have a different priority of like, we need this to do X, Y, and Z. So I think, I think we'll have to sort of take, to your point, both sets of
Right,
opinions and priorities and sort of figure out from there on what, what we can afford and what really is the priority and.
Mary, can I ask a question about vehicles?
Sure.
I could, the two departments that have all the vehicles, police, fire, DPW, there may be another one. Can we ask them for a roster of the vehicles they think they have with perhaps some additional information about them, just to cross-check with the insurance roster, which we've been using for a number of years to cross-check the stuff?
So I will, Frank, I will share with you what we have. The short answer is yes, but hopefully, we've taken care of, that lift for you this year. I had a temporary resource that was available for a few weeks over the summer, and one of the projects that I had this person working on was reaching out to the departments to do a refresh on our fleet schedule. And then we provided that fleet schedule to the town manager's office, who manages the insurance, so that cross-reference was done.
Awesome.
Marvelous,
That's
you did all my work.
Yeah.
So either one of those lists would be helpful, I think, as a backdrop to
Yeah.
the vehicle requests.
Sure.
cause they talk of like 21,
Yeah.
and I go.
Yeah. So which one should be the Nancy O'Connor's list or your intern's list?
So I think you might want to probably take both, because what you'll see is there's some items on the list that I have that aren't necessarily declared on the insurance policy, because the list I have includes things like trailers and some other smaller equipment that we haven't put on the insurance schedule.
How about mileage? Was that included on it, or hours of use?
It was.
Okay, marvelous, thank you.
It was. So I'm sitting here. I'm trying to get things done while I'm listening to you. So Andrew, I did send out an invitation for your ClearGov. You should have it. I did just send out all of the school department links for you guys. And so I'll do the fleet schedule right now. Otherwise, it'll pop out of my mind.
That's great, thank you.
You're exceeding expectations, Mary.
Always. All right, so I think that comes to the end of our sort of formal agenda. I think we got through it. Anything else?
Well, the only thing on the schedule, I didn't see any fee schedule review.
So I think, I'm sorry, I think I added it in an updated schedule. Fee reviews got added to the December 3rd meeting.
Oh,
So I'll send out a new schedule.
okay.
That would be great.
Yeah, and I'll drop, what I'll do too is drop in liaison assignments too.
Good.
So that we'll all have it in one place. And the other thing I did want to mention in terms of the schedule. For November, our November meetings, which are the 5th, the 12th, and the 19th. We are meeting in the mural room. We couldn't get this room, it was already booked, so we will be in the mural room. I'll send out, do you guys like the calendar appointments?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Yes, I'll put reminder, like 15 minutes or like 2 days?
I like 2 days.
Only problem with the calendar appointments is that sometimes people who generate them, when they change the date, don't update it. They
Okay,
send out a new one.
oh, yeah,
So the old
yeah,
one sits there.
yeah, no, I'm usually pretty good about moving, if that meeting moves, I'll move the appointment.
That's wonderful, thank you.
Okay, all right.
I had a question.
Yeah.
This is me being new and, we approved last year in for the harbor master, we approved that dock space down at Bluefish.
Yep,
And that all summer long, I had people asking me about that. Who approved this? It's certainly not what I thought we're approving.
okay,
Is there like some sort of recourse we have, or can we ask follow-up questions with like the harbor master on that?
yeah, I would. Yeah, I mean, we can, if you wanna shoot Jake an email
Yeah.
and just CC me and, or I mean, you know, you can CC the whole committee, or
Yeah.
at least at minimum, you know, probably Frank and I, just as the,
Yeah.
yeah,
I wanted to know if it was like temporary or that's
that
the
was
new-
it,
That's the new dock.
okay,
Like people are really pissed about that.
okay.
Boy, what, when it,
Where is it? Where is
Yeah,
this?
Bluefish River Bridge.
the one I
Yeah.
voted against, I was the only person voting.
There was, they put in this, for a lot of money, a very, very, very small little pier in there.
It's just a place for the kids to climb out of when they jump off the bridge, which is why I voted against it.
And now it's not even accessible now, and the reason I voted for it is one of
The
those
latter would
few,
have done just as well.
yeah, there's very few access points in town to get in, there's no access there now.
Really?
Yeah, it's blocked off.
Go down and look at it.
I'll
Down
take,
right at the,
I'll
right
take pictures,
at the bridge.
yeah.
So if you hung out down there, do you know what that ladder repair thing is that's stuck into the ground right next to the, have you ever looked at that?
Yeah, I don't know, it's a very.
There's nothing underneath it like an old tank that was there. that's-
Hope not.
I remember correctly, it was a $30,000 dock.
Heck, probably,
I know, I was trying to look.
sure.
I don't want to get up too much now, but I was just curious, cause I got so many questions this summer.
Didn't it come up late too?
It was one of those, it was a late thing. I don't know if that was just because we got to that department late or what.
Or we didn't use. Any, revolving funds or.
We know, Mary, do we know how much money we have yet? Or are we still, you're still working on that?
No, I sent, the answer is yes and no. I did send Alex a list of the balances for our special purpose, or special revenue funds. But in terms of free cash and certified retained earnings, that will not be known before the end of November.
Okay,
That's my my estimate on when we'll hear back. But we are still in the process of doing that. So no, I do not have a number for you right now.
okay.
But last year we had about 2 million.
Hmm.
I thought it was pretty early to have it, but I thought I'd ask.
It
since
is.
you're-
Yeah, thank you. No, I appreciate that. We're definitely, it's not ready yet.
Yeah, I don't, was that the 45 grand for the harbor master,
No.
or was that a CPC?
That was
Uh,
CPC.
That's what.
That's why it
That's
came up
why
late.
CPC.
I was trying to remember, cause it's,
Yeah.
So then you could just tell them to go to CPC.
Hmm.
Ask them the question.
Yeah, CPC was, all right, it was number 18.
That raises a larger level of question.
Yeah.
What kind of review, sanctions, oversight for the finished product should the oversight group be?
Cause it's a plastic float that I can't, how, that costs that much money.
It may in fact have been leftover plastic floats from the one they put
It
out.
was probably some, part of it's the disposal of whatever was in.
Yeah. Which is over right now, sitting in the parking lot of.
That like the firehouse thing?
No, it's at, where you drive down to the water and everyone puts their kayaks in, I can't.
Oh,
Medication?
off Cove Road?
No, the one off of Washington Street. Yeah,
Oh.
All right, so it's supposed to be approval of this article will fund the replacement and installation of a new gangway and floated Bluefish River. The current 16-foot wooden gangway and 16 by 16 float are deteriorating. The harbor master is proposing to replace the existing gangway and float with a 20-foot aluminum gangway and 16 by 20 plastic modular float.
yeah, there's definitely no gangway there.
The longer gangway will help with the slope at low tide. The change of material will reduce the maintenance cost. The proposed product comes with a 10-year warranty and a 30-year expected life, but I don't have the dollars here. It's Article 17.
I'll reach out to Jake.
I'm looking at the slide deck from CPC from last year, and just based on the slide deck, I'd have to pull up the warrant, but it was 21,000.
Okay. There's definitely no gangway. Maybe it's coming.
Kind of pulled it for the season.
No, there was all summer, there was no gangway. I was in there all the time.
Would Clear Gov have any of the specs that Jake would have submitted
So
for
I
last year?
good
CPC.
question. I just looked and the,
Yeah.
I do not see it in ClearGov for last year because it went to CPC. And this appears to be the only, can you guys see that on?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes.
that appears to be the only slide in here. For that. So, I did just, Karen, take a quick peek. This is last year's ClearGov. These are the harbor master requests, and it's not in here because that went to them, without going into ClearGov.
Yeah.
Wanda, I don't know if it was out, I don't think it was in here for the year before.
I don't either, because I've done Harbor Master for a few years. I don't remember that.
Yeah, I think that just went straight
Yeah,
to.
and I think it just came up in CPC, like Jake was sort of,
So Mary, does CPC,
21,000, approximate 21,000.
does CPC keep their own records and none of it goes into ClearGov?
That is correct. Because they receive applications. And so they have their own separate process.
I bet you Holly will be able
Mhm.
to
Yeah.
present that up, what she took in for an application and what they used for an assessment on approving that, maybe that's the first call would be to
Reach out.
Holly and, well, actually to Jake and then Holly.
It came with a 10-year warranty.
we hope.
They did, and a 30-year life expectancy.
There's a disconnect right there.
All right, anything else?
Yeah, I saw some of the Clipper article, I didn't read the whole thing in detail, but where are we at with the bridge right now?
Mass DOT, I mean, they had their last meeting was
It was last week.
this last week, right?
So, the reason why I ask is, so. They stepped forward and said that it's their problem, right? That they're going to replace the bridge.
So as far as I know, we are on the.
Tips.
We're on the tips list. And they are going through design.
They've done a survey, they're doing drilling to find out where bedrock is.
Okay, so they're actively working at
Yes,
this.
they
Does this mean they own the bridge? If they replace it?
The documents
Yes.
say they'll return the bridge to the ownership of Duxbury, but I don't know who said that or whether it was
Yeah.
correct.
What document are you talking, where? What doc?
Are you talking about once they put the bridge in, who owns maintenance and,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whose bridge is it?
I mean,
I think it would be, if they put it in, don't they own it?
I would think so.
And isn't that a good thing? I mean, I know aesthetics, there's all this,
If we
Well,
allow
the
them to
Congress-
put the
yeah, they-
bridge in that they want.
but yeah, there's
Right.
all this talk about aesthetics, but
Yeah.
you know.
It-
My
it's-
whole
it's a
goal is
bridge in-
that they take,
Salt water.
they put in whatever they feel like putting in, and
Right.
then they own it.
Yes,
Forward.
and there, if,
This aesthetics argument is going to go nowhere. And I'm afraid that it's going to delay them acting on the bridge. That's my fear, is that they might just say, well, this is Duxbury, it's too much of a hassle, we'll put this in the back of the list.
yeah, I don't know about that.
And then we lose the bridge.
Yeah, I know that if they are putting in a bridge, what they told us, and this was from the first meeting. They put in 100-year bridge, like that is their,
One of these, right, can't be wood.
right. Their requirements is that the bridge has to have a serviceable life of 100 years. And so. I think there's a couple of paths that people are trying to think through, and one is, can we get a historic distinction on the bridge, which is what they did down in Chatham. And Mass DOT did that bridge, but they had to do it with some historic context to it. And so that, you know, that I think down there they have like the stone revetment and some wood cladding and things like that. I don't know what the surface down there was or not. But I also think that bridge moves. I think that's a
Drawbridge.
drawbridge, right? If I remember correctly.
It's reasonably short too.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
not a half mile long.
Yeah, so. I know there is some folks in town who are working actively to try to get. The bridge deemed historic. I think it's like a 162 or something.
Yeah.
You know,
106,
sorry,
historic properties, the federal government's laws.
So the federal government is the one in charge of making the designation.
Well, both
both
states and
state. Yeah, both state and federal, but if you have the federal, I think you automatically get the state, if I understand it correctly. The state can make a designation by itself, but
it can be overruled by the Fed. And there's three vectors that are involved in this project. The state, the desire to get it designated as a historical thing, and a desire to stop the whole project while everything gets sorted out. Well, those are the three political pressures on the program at the moment.
Well,
And, no,
How's the DPW thing going? Anybody have an update on how, where that's set?
I don't. Yeah.
Mary, do
Yeah.
you wanna give an update on the DPW? You
Sure,
look so.
I look, what's that?
You look out your window and can see it now.
I do. I have a nice view out the back of the building here. And yeah, construction is well underway. The salt shed has been completed. I don't know if you guys are aware, but we had to temporarily remove the salt from our property and relocate it while the previous salt shed was being demolished and the new one being constructed. And of course, timing is a huge concern because we're starting to come into snow and ice season. So MassDOT, the state, was kind enough to allow us to relocate our salt pile in their salt shed up by Chandler School. And we have recently brought it back here and put it into our new salt shed. So we can check that box that we're getting ready for our snow and ice operations. So that part of the project is done. And the construction is still on schedule and on budget, and estimated to take occupancy probably in July or August of next year. So it is
Great.
moving.
Good.
Is there stuff with the really mild winters we've had the last few years and not a lot of snow? Is there any surplus left over of like that salt because it wasn't getting used?
Oh, sure. Oh, yeah. Yeah, any surplus product that isn't used remains on property. Yeah.
So in our meeting schedule, there was like a general overview with some of these questions.
Yeah.
Is Rainey coming to the next meeting?
I need to work with Mary and Rainey on when we can fit that in. It was all sort of highlighted in yellow, that section.
Yeah.
Okay.
Trying to figure out when we can get that in.
All right, because that's a good starting point.
Yeah.
Especially what will be a warrant article. I know there was debate on the Alden School.
Yeah.
But not the debate, just I'm reading the flipper.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whether that should be part of the capital request or.
Yeah, I mean, historically, those design surveys have been, at that size, have been their own standalone warrant articles.
Right, like PFAS, it can go from the
Yeah.
recent.
Yeah.
The.
Yeah.
And. If you don't proceed with that feasibility study, it never can capitalize on it, so
Yeah.
it is a separate.
Yeah.
Request.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, did Frank, did you say you would take DPW water? Or did we talk?
Oh, Katie's got water, you got water.
Unless you want it, but.
Okay.
She does it so well, but you do it so well.
Well, I'm doing the
This is our
PFAS
water
working
nymph.
with,
Yes.
so
I
it's,
say you had PFAS last year.
Yeah.
Um, All right, anything else we need to catch up on?
no, it's good to get started.
It's
Yeah.
nice to be back in the
Yeah.
saddle again.
Well, then I'm gonna make a motion to adjourn.
Yeah,
Second,
all's in favor?
I
All right,
I ball.
all right, thanks, everyone.